Hello and welcome. Oh my goodness. Whatever. It never fails. Like, I love technology and technology mostly loves me, but sometimes it just does not. The camera, even though I was using the camera yesterday, doing the exact same thing, didn't touch a darn thing. The other camera that does a different angle stopped working out of no apparent reason. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to increase your business branding. You may ask, why should we focus on business branding? We'll answer that question. If you're new here, my name is Taylor Darcy from Think Legal, where I help businesses and people thrive. I want you to be successful, so please tune in. I go live Monday through Friday, except for holidays, at 11. Right now, it's 11:01. Hey, that's what I'm here for. So tune in live if you want to get your questions answered. If you're not able to, make sure to leave comments below. I'm happy to answer them as I have time, but I'm here to help. That's my goal. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so why is a brand more valuable? I think we can all collectively agree that Nike is more valuable than I don't like comparing name brands because then you're getting splitting hairs. So I don't want to do that. So I'm saying if you made a shoe, right, and you were trying to compete with a Nike, who's more valuable? Nike, in the millions of dollars more valuable, right? So creating a brand, simply put, is more valuable. So these tips, these things that I'm going to share with you, are going to help you to build that brand, whatever that may be. The worst thing you can do, as far as a brand is concerned, is be like everybody else. You want to be unique. You want to be special. You want to be different. Because if everybody is the same, then you get the same results as everyone else. Okay? Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, all of these number one people, which shout out to Tom Brady today. He announced his retirement. We're not going to go down that road, but I digress. All of these are greats, right? Joe Montana, Steve Young, different football players. I'm a football fan. I love football. Football is my thing. But the reason why is because they are themselves not just an athlete, but they are a brand, right? They're more valuable. That's just how it is. So as you're thinking about your business, think about the ways to build your brand. And these are going to help you get started. Number 1, you're going to build a recognizable brand, right? When you think of Nike, you think of the swoosh. When you think of Under Armour, you think of the UA. When you think of Tom Brady, you think of TB12, right? These are just things that are available to you to think about. When you think of these things, it's recognizable. Apple, computer, IBM, Microsoft, all of these different brands, they conjure an image in your mind for good or for bad. Okay, I'm not suggesting that all of them are good, but they conjure an image of your mind of that particular company. Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Office, IBM computers, IBM servers. There's lots of options that are out there that are brand names. And so you want to focus on becoming a recognizable brand. But how do you do that? Number 1, as far as building a recognizable brand, what is your brand voice? What does it sound like? Are you formal? Are you casual? Are you quirky? How do you want to portray yourself to the public? There is no right answer here. This is all about you. But it's important to be intentional with your voice, right? If you're in an industry that is typically casual, then being formal might hurt. And the converse is true as well. So these tips, tricks that I'm talking about, keep in mind that they're going to attract a certain type of client. What type of client or customer are you looking to attract? Okay. Brand aesthetic. What does your brand look like? What does it do? Okay. What type of image are you going to portray to others? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean your logo and tagline, which we will talk about that in just a minute. But what does your brand look like? Colors. What type of imagery do you want to have come to people's mind when they think of you? Think of the swoosh, right? Very simple, very easy. The slogan, just do it. Very simple, very easy. The simpler your aesthetic is, the way that you look, the way that you act, the better, the easier it is for people to relate to you. The more complex, the more difficult that you make it, it will be a struggle to get them to relate to you. What is your value? And I don't mean the value of your brand. I mean, what do you as a brand value? Okay. Like, for instance, if you're talking about shoes, do you value high quality shoes or do you value affordable shoes? See the difference? And you're going to depending on who you're appealing to, will dictate how you want your brand to, what value you want your brand to have. This will give you the most opportunity for people that are of your demographic to identify with you. Are you a luxury brand? So you're going to want to appeal to people that value quality and beauty and luxury goals, right? Like that brand value is important for that type of thing, for establishing. Are you an Allen Edmonds or Ferragamo shoe? What is it that you are trying to become to people? Okay, so that's number 3 of the build a recognizable brand. Then last but certainly not least is your logo and tagline. As I was saying earlier, the more simple you keep it, the easier it will be for people to identify with you. What do I mean by that? Apple, look at their logo. It's a very simple logo. It's a very easy logo. Nike, the swoosh, right? Like I know I've said these, but they're easy. They're simple. The more difficult you make your logo, there's a couple of factors that do. It increases production costs, for one thing. It decreases the recognizability of the logo. And honestly, it makes it more difficult to put it on swag or things that you want to brand. So keep your logos simple. I did a redesign on my logo not too long ago, mainly because I wanted to get it simple. I wanted to keep it simple because it's easier. It's easier to put on things. It's easier to print. It's easier to get custom things made with my logo on it. Okay. It's harder the more complex the logo is, and it's less recognizable. So when you're thinking of designing your logo, keep it simple. The KISS acronym, keep it simple, stupid, is the official thing of saying it. Okay. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying, like, don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Don't make it more complex than it needs to be. People's attention spans are very short these days. If they have to think too hard about what your logo and tagline mean, they're probably not going to do it. So you need to appeal to that. You need to think about those things. Okay, moving on. So next, you're going to want to tell a brand story. How did you decide to become this brand? Okay, why did you decide to become this brand? That's the most important part, right? People care about stories. They care about, there's an entire book called Story Brand. And it's about dealing with how your brand can help other people, like how it creates a journey through them. And so this is kind of that, but it's instead of telling the other person's story. You're telling your story. How did you come to be? How did Apple come to be? People love to know about an origin story, right? We do superhero movies on origin stories because it's intriguing to us about how something began. We do biographies and documentaries on different places simply so that we can understand better what it is. Do this through and tell your brand story. How did you come to be? Why? Those are all very important issues. Okay, next. Creating value beyond your product. Don't just always be about selling your product. It's if you have the opportunity to sell your product, that's fine. But, it doesn't need to be brought up at every conversation that you have. I'm not saying don't bring it up. I'm saying develop brand value beyond your brand. Don't just do what's good for your brand. Do what's good for others as well, right? Doing things for the sake of doing things. And that kind of brings you into contributing to your community. As a brand, sponsor soccer leagues or a soccer team or a baseball team, funding uniforms for kids that can't afford it, that type of thing can go a long way towards improving and increasing your brand awareness. Why? Because there's a bunch of 10-year-olds that don't have to buy uniforms for their kids, right? Parents, they're going to be appreciative of that. Plus, you get advertisement all over their back for the entire term, right? Things of that nature that you can do to improve your brand. Is it going to increase your sales automatically? No, these are not things that are going to automatically increase your sales, but they're going to build into a brand that's going to have people thinking about you on the regular. And when people then need you, who are they going to go to? They're going to go to the place with the brand. So it's very important that you're focusing on the long game, not the short game. No one's going to hire you specifically because of your logo. Let me repeat that. No one is going to hire you specifically because of your logo. But if they don't remember you when you go to be hired, then your logo and all of your brand awareness and increasing your branding will have been for naught. If you're not working on this actively in a long-term strategy, you're not thinking big. You're thinking small. So don't expect one little thing to make all the difference. It's a lot of little things that make the biggest difference. Okay. So contributing to your community. Sponsor a beach cleanup, right? There's lots of opportunities. Habitat for Humanity. Lots of opportunities to, sponsor a build if you have the funds. All of these things that you don't receive a direct benefit from, I believe in the law of karma, will come back to you. You will be more successful and you will have more than what you were expecting by giving and contributing to these things. Do good and good will come to you. Is it instant? No, it never is. But will it happen eventually? Yes, because people will see what you're doing and will pay attention. But don't just do it for the sake of getting business. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because you're helping people. Your business can do more than just help your employees and help your family. They can help the entire community in which you are. So I strongly encourage you to focus on giving without expectation of return, okay? I'm not saying you can't hope, but there's a difference between hope and expectation. If you give without expectation of return, again, I'm a strong believer in karma. Karma will come back to you, and you will be given in the same way when other people do not expect to come back with return. All right, that's number 4. We're moving on. Next one, this one's a little more delicate. Run social media contests. This one is not altruistic, okay? The other ones are altruistic. I like those. Those are my favorite. But this needs to be mentioned. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be at least be brought up, okay? But running social media contests, having where people, you're giving away something in exchange for likes and subscribes and all this other stuff, right? Like getting out there and doing that, giving away something to help someone that wins in exchange for these likes or subscribes. There's nothing wrong with it. Those aren't my favorite, but they're good to like move something forward. If people don't know about you, they can't hire you. So focusing on what people know will help you, right? It'll help move you forward, because as you're doing all of these things, maybe not all at once, but on the regular, people are going to be attracted to you because of what you're doing, because of the good that you're doing, because of the brand awareness that you have, the values that you're providing. All of these things will help you build your business long term. The people that fail the fastest, and what do I mean by that? I'm not talking failure is a good thing. Let's tell you like it is. Failure is a good thing as long as you learn from the failure. But the people that are trying to conquer the mountain that is entrepreneurship the fastest without thought of the long term are usually the ones that are failing, and in their entirety, because they're looking for the next quick fix. They're looking for the next thing that's going to get them that next huge client. And the problem is, if you're always looking for home runs, so to speak, then you're going to miss a lot of on-base opportunities. You're not always going to throw a touchdown pass, for today's analogy. Again, sometimes you got to take the loss in order to be successful the next play, right? Sometimes you've got to take the 2 yards instead of the 7 yards, because that sets you up for a better play the next time. So you need to think about this strategically. You don't think about it in the short term. Think about this in the long term. Think about how this will impact you for years to come, right? Well, that's it. Those are my 5 ways to increase your brand awareness. If you've gotten value out of this video, don't forget to subscribe and like right there, the bell icon, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.